world is simple. It moves forward. It doesn't stop for excuses. It doesn't care about effort. It only notices one thing: results. Most men spend their lives explaining why they almost made it, why things should have worked out, why they deserved more. But here's the truth. Deserving means nothing. The scoreboard only counts points, not effort. No one remembers the man who tried. They remember the man who won. You can put in the hours, the sweat, the sacrifice. But if you don't deliver, none of it matters. People respect proof, not potential. They acknowledge what's done, not what was almost done. It's a hard truth, but it's also a simple one. If you want respect, if you want results, if you want to be taken seriously, stop talking about what should have happened. Make it happen. No one owes you recognition. No one is waiting to reward your effort. The only way to get what you want is to prove, through actions, not words, that you deserve it. So stop explaining. Stop waiting for someone to see your worth. Stop hoping for recognition that hasn't been earned. Get results. Everything else is just noise. Why people listen to some and ignore others? Ever notice how some people command respect without asking for it? When they speak, people listen. When they move, others adjust. It's not because they have the best ideas. It's not because they're special. It's because they delivered something. Something real. Something that speaks for them before they even open their mouth. The world doesn't respect words. It respects proof. You can have all the intelligence, ambition, and vision in the world. But if there's nothing to back it up, you're just another voice lost in the noise. People listen to those who have done something, those who have built something, those who have shown, through action, not words, that they know what they're talking about. And the ones who never built anything, the ones who only talk, who only plan, who only dream, they can say whatever they want, but no one takes them seriously, because empty hands hold no authority. You want people to listen, stop explaining, stop convincing, start proving, build something, win something, achieve something. When you do, you won't have to fight for attention. It will come to you, because real results speak louder than anything you could ever say. Losing isn't the problem. Staying there is failure. Doesn't make you weak. Staying there does. You can lose, you can struggle, you can fall on your face, but if you keep moving, you're still in the game. No one wins every time. No one escapes setbacks. The ones who make it aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. Look at the world around you. The men who never get respect. They stop. They sit in failure, repeat the same story, ask for sympathy, and wonder why no one takes them seriously. They let a single loss define them. They turn one bad chapter into their entire story. No one cares how many times you got knocked down. They care whether you stood back up. Failure is only permanent if you let it be. If you stay there, if you accept it, if you start to believe that this is where you belong. But if you refuse to stop, if you push forward no matter how much it hurts, then failure is just another step. Everyone fails. The difference is what happens next. The weak make excuses. The strong get back to work. Why almost means nothing. He almost won the fight. He almost closed the deal. He almost changed his life. No one cares. Almost is just another word for didn't. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards completion. It doesn't hand out trophies for second place. It doesn't celebrate the ones who were close. It only remembers the ones who finished the job. You can have the best strategy, the best preparation, the best intentions, but if you don't follow through, none of it matters. The scoreboard doesn't count effort. It counts points. Harsh? Maybe. But that's how the world works. People waste years in the land of almost. They almost start the business. They almost change their habits. They almost become the man they were supposed to be. But almost never pays the bills. Almost never earns respect. almost never wins. Winners understand one thing. No one asks how hard you tried. They ask what you built. They ask what you delivered. So stop chasing almost. Stop being satisfied with "I tried." Either finish what you started, or don't start at all. Because in the end, all that matters is whether you got it done. Stop expecting respect. Start earning. Respect is not given freely. It is not something you ask for, nor is it something that can be demanded. If a man has to beg for respect, he has already lost it. The world does not respect noise. It does not respect the loudest voice in the room, the one who constantly demands attention. It respects results. It respects action. It respects those who prove their worth without ever needing to explain it. Too many men waste their time trying to convince others they are worthy. They argue for their value. They explain their worth. They demand acknowledgement. But the truth is simple. If you have to tell people you deserve respect, you don't deserve it yet. Respect isn't a conversation. It's a consequence. A consequence of what you build, what you create, and what you prove through action. Power respects. Power. The strongest men in the world don't need to say they are strong. They don't need to walk into a room and announce their authority. Their presence does it for them. People recognize power when they see it. They sense confidence in the way a man moves, in the way he speaks, in the way he carries himself. And that kind of respect, it can't be forced. It must be earned. If you want to be respected, stop expecting it. Stop seeking validation. Stop looking around, wondering why people don't recognize your value. Instead, put your head down and build something undeniable. Talk less. Do more men who are respected. Do not waste their breath proving themselves to others. They don't fill the air with empty words, trying to sound important. They move in silence. They let their results do the talking, and when they do speak, their words carry weight. The more you explain yourself, the weaker you look. The more you argue for respect, the less you will receive. Because men who are truly powerful never need to convince others. They simply show up and let the world adjust to them. If you want to be respected, build a life that commands respect. Do something, create something, win at something. When you start delivering results, respect follows. Respect is taken, not requested. Weak men think respect should be handed out freely, that it should be given simply because they exist. They want others to recognize their potential, to acknowledge their effort, to reward their struggle. But the world does not respect effort. It respects outcomes. The men who are respected are the ones who took it, who built something valuable, who stood their ground, who delivered results, who refused to accept anything less than excellence. You don't earn respect by asking for it. You take it by proving yourself. A man's reputation is built in silence. The most powerful men in history, the ones who shaped the world, did not waste time trying to be liked. They did not concern themselves with the opinions of others. They built, they conquered, they executed. Their reputations were not made through words, but through action, through discipline, through unwavering focus on their mission. And that's what separates the respected from the forgotten. You don't owe anyone an explanation. A common mistake weak men make is thinking they need to explain themselves, that they need to justify their choices, that they need to convince others they are on the right path. But strong men, they don't ask for permission. They don't explain. They simply move. You do not owe anyone a speech about why you deserve respect. You do not need to plead your case or prove your worth through argument. You show up, you execute, you win, and the world will have no choice but to respect you. How to command respect without asking for it be unshakable. If you react to every little thing, you are weak. The strongest men do not flinch. They do not get emotional. They stay in control at all times. Master your skills. If you are average, no one will respect you. Find something, become excellent at it, and let that be the proof of your worth. Move with intent. Every action should have purpose. A man who drifts aimlessly will never command respect. A man who moves with purpose will always be noticed. Deliver, always. If you say you will do something, do it. If you commit to something, follow through. A man who keeps his word is a man who earns respect without asking. Be willing to walk away. The man who needs approval will always be weak. The man who is willing to walk away from anything that doesn't serve him, that's a man no one can control. At the end of the day, no one can force others to respect them. True respect comes from within. It comes from the way you carry yourself, the way you move, the way you act. It is not about demanding recognition. It is about becoming the kind of man who cannot be ignored. If you have to ask for respect, you haven't earned it yet. So stop asking, start building, and when you do, the world will have no choice but to respect you.